Hi, and welcome to Memories and Stitches, Floriani Total Control Software Review. This is just to help kind of give you an idea as to why I enjoy using the FTC software. I do have multiples, but this is my kind of go-to. It's not because I know it so well. It's just there's features on here that just I really, really do like. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go up to the top here, and you have three ribbons, okay? This first row right here is your basics. It's going to be your files, your edit, your views, toolbars, and your help. And if you get stuck on something, you can hit that help button, and it will bring different ways of finding the answers that you may need. This second row is a work row, okay? This is where you would open a new page, your files, how to open a design, save them, etc. Copy, paste, redo, and if we slide on over here, your preferences, how to set up your software the way you want. This little button here is, if you activate it, it will let these here will be stitching out like it will be on your machine, so you can kind of see what it's going to look like. These are going to be getting to your stitches and how you want to do them. Shapes, once again, this is just like a really nice little work bar, your auto digitizers, different shapes and styles that you can pick from here. This next one is your text slash font. We're going to be working off of that. And then just some other great things along here. This part right here is where you're going to flip, mirror, rotate designs, things like that. We're also going to be working to the left. You're going to see I'm going to use this arrow quite a bit. I want to see my designs in 3D, where to pick a hoop, how to edit stitches and things like that. But what we're going to do, oh, let's come down real quick, and this is where we can choose our colors, okay? Our thread colors down here. Super, super easy. And we're going to do that as well. So let's go ahead and come up to the top. Let's open up a new page. Now, with this new page, the first one is still there. So it's nice because we can actually fill this up with multiple pages. So we're going to slide over here. You're going to see some work areas, okay? And you're going to kind of see them as we go, and we'll talk about them. All right, so this row right here is an extension off of these guys. These are my main ones that I use frequently, so I just kind of have them up here, so they're looking for them up there. All right, let's go to the text. Now, you can hit it here or up here. You would hit the drop down right here and choose what you want. We are going to do a monogram. It's only 3 letters, so we're going to hit the monogram right there. You see we have the A and a little star looking thing here. What we're going to do in order to do that is we're going to left click on our screen, and it automatically will set you up as your 3-letter monogram. Now, this is telling you here that you are active to change things. Now, you can use these little buttons here to recreate the shapes and stuff like that, but I usually don't mess with those until I am done uh, creating my design. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slide over to the right, and you see these boxes are now active. All right, it's telling us our thread is in black right now. We're going to come down. Here is our fonts. But let's go ahead and type in the letters that we want. So I'm going to go ahead and put mine in. I'm going to make sure they are on capital. And then we're going to hit apply. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to slide over to the left, and I'm going to hit that 3D. So I want to be able to see them. Now I'm going to hit my select arrow and see how this box changed. I'm going to hover over a corner, and I'm going to left click and hold it, and I'm going to slide it, okay? Because I want to be able to see where I'm going with this. And I'm just kind of repositioning it back in the center of the page here. Okay, so now it's still active. Now, if you look here, this is how you can do it. Like I said, you left click and hold it and drag, okay? So you can do 4 corners, you can do left to right, and look along here. It's going to tell you what size this monogram is already, all right? Let's slide back over to the right. Now we're going to hit fonts, and this is where you can kind of come in and change whatever font you want. You can do it with your mouse, or you can actually use the up and down arrows on your keyboard. And if you find something, just hit enter. And then once you hit enter, You must come down here and hit apply, and it changes it for you that fast. Okay, so all right, now it's telling, and this is a really cool warning. Our machines can only do satin stitches so big, and that's just giving me a warning. I'm exceeding it. I'm going to hit OK, and you see the distortion right here. So let's grab this box and make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay, and I am just really funny about keeping it centered, even though I don't have to worry about it at the moment, but I am. All right, so anytime you change something in here, you always have to hit apply. Now, our letters are a little too far apart, and we're not so sure. I can tell here they're not even. So you can do one of two things. You can come along here to the left, and you can hit your grid line and activate that. And then what I would like to do is I'd like to put my letters on a line. And actually, my vision is off. So these two letters are actually on the same line. So let's center this, okay? So we're going to hit 0, 0, 0, 0 here, okay? And we're going to see everything's together. Now, what I want to do is bring my C and my L in a little closer. So I'm actually going to double click on the design and see how it's kind of changed it a little bit more. These yellow buttons mean your little yellow squares are what you're going to use to work that one letter at a time, okay? So you can come up here and you can just move them around. Much better. Then you're coming through, you're going to hit your select tool again, and then you can go back and resize it because here's our size right here, okay? Or another way we can do this um, is pick our hoop. Let's come over to the left and we're going to hit the first one, automatically put the hoop there. Now here's the really awesome part. Come up to this third ribbon up here and go over to the hoop right here and have it automatically fit. But it's warning us that it's not going to stitch correctly that big, okay? So let's just come back and bring it back down a little bit. It's going to keep going. And yes, I do keep that on because I want to know. Okay. I want the software to tell me. So we're just going to recenter it. Now let's pick a different color. I don't want that black, so I'm going to highlight that. And I'm going to come along here and I'm going to slide till I find the color I want. I'm going to click that color and then I'm just going to left click on the page. And now if you look, it's down here. Super easy, super, super easy. Let's come back and click the font. And let's talk a little bit over here on the right side. Now this is our sequence view. It's going to start out to the left, some other things. But the main thing is here is I want you to see if you wanted to change that fill. You could change it to a different stitch along here. I'm going to keep it there, but I want to come down in here and change that density from a 4 to a 3. When you make a change, you must hit apply, okay? The next step is going to be your underlay, all right? If you have any pull comps that you need to take care of, you are going to come through all of here, and that's where you're going to make those changes. Now, the cool part about this is being a newbie, why don't you just let the software do it for you? All right, so in order to do that, say we've got this set up the way we want it, we're going to come up to the upper left. We're going to hit File. All right, now we're going to hit Save to Sew. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up here and we're going to tell the software what we're doing. So maybe we are doing a baby onesie. We didn't buy this monogram, we digitized it. So we're going to hit I digitized it. Being new, you just want to go ahead and select this one and let the software correct everything for you, okay? So now you're going to hit next, and it's going to give you step by step on what you need to do for a successful stitch out. Then you're going to hit finish. All right. So what we're going to do now, this is a file that I've already created, okay? And I'm going to put on here monogram, and I've got monogram PT1, so let's do a 1 right here. Now you're going to leave that right here on the WAF. That is your working file right here. This is what you want to leave here. And you're going to hit save. Now everything that you saw is now here in your notes, okay? So You don't have to worry about writing anything down. It's right here for you. Now your next step is going to be over here. You're going to come back to File and you're going to hit Save As. You're going to select the where you just did the walk where you named it. Now you're going to come back down and you're going to select this bottom one and you're going to pick whatever format you need it in. And I'm going to pick the PES and I'm going to hit Save. Now we're ready to stitch it out on our embroidery machine. It's that simple. That is how easy you can do a monogram with the Floriani Total Control. It is just a great, great software. All right, now let's look super quick. Let's do a new page. Come up here, select a whole new page. What we're going to do next is we're going to come up here to my file. I'm going to bring in an embroidery design really quick. So let's hit that file. I'm going to go ahead and pick a different one. All right, so I'm going to come up here. I'm going to go to my catalog. This is just things that I've had stored in a catalog system forever and ever and ever. Let's go to, actually, let's do this. Let's do this one here. And we're kind of in that season at the moment. You're going to see, you can see all of your different formats along here. We're going to pick that one and we're going to hit open. And it's going to upload this design for you. Once again, I like to work in 3D, so I'm going to slide over here to the left and hit that 3D button, okay? Now, I also want to make that a little bit smaller at the moment. Now, here comes the fun part. So every software is going to more than likely change the colors. Now, we know these are not the colors that your design is going to be, so let's change them really quick. Now down here, you can, excuse me, pick whatever you want to work in, okay? You want to work in fabrics or whatever. You can also come in here and pick the name of the line of thread you're going to use. So if you have some Floriani metallic or Floriani cottons or whatever, okay, that's where you're going to do it. I'm just going to leave it on embroidery right now. That's your basic colors. So here's the pink, all right? So this is this one, everything in pink is highlighted. Well, let's change that pink to a different pink. So I want to see it a little bit better for right now. All I did was activate that pink. Now I want to go to the next one. And it looks like it's just a brighter pink. So let's come along here, okay? And all I'm doing is left click. Now this third one, I definitely want as a red. So we just selected our red, okay? Let's see here. There we go. Okay. Now this here, made in America and in the USA, I don't want that as black. Okay. Let's do a pretty royal blue. Beautiful. Now see this light pink right down here? Let's change that. Let's change that to that red. That's how easy you can come through here and change your colors. All you have to do, if you can't highlight it here, you just come over here to the side and find what you're looking for and click it and then choose your colors you want. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Now, what if I want to put a name on there, okay? So, or put 4th of July or whatever. Let's come up here to text. Now, let's hit, you just have to decide, kind of know what you want to do. If you want to put something along the top as a circle, bring it down. We're going to left click here. And then we're going to type in over here on the right, we're going to type in 4th of July. If I could type. And then on the bottom, see, we just did that. On the bottom, we're going to put 2024. And then it's going to create it for us. Check it out. Very cool, very cool. Now, there's multiple ways of adjusting this, but what I like to do is I'm going to hit select here, bring it all back together, okay? Now, it's a little too spread out, so let's bring it together, okay? So very easy to do, okay? Let's see if we want to make it a little bit wider. We can. We can sit and we can play with this, oops, all day long. If you need to, hit your undo, come back along, recenter everything. You can also change your fonts over here. All right. So what if we want to do a puffy font and double? All right. So let's change that really quick. How cool is that going to be? All right. So then if you look up here in the upper right, you can even change some of the colors. All right. So that would be really cool to do. Ooh, that's cool, that green right there. So here we go. Let's change that green to that blue. Oops. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. So there's different ways to go on about that. Also, once again, I'm going to come over here, activate that, come over here. I'm going to go to a 3mm for my stitch out. Let's just think, and there we go. Now, if you want to save this, you're going to do the same thing. You can come up here to the upper left, hit save to sew, tell it you digitized it. Now, this part right here, you did not digitize, so that's a little bit different. This here you did, but I would just go ahead and hit save as, name it, leave it on WAF the first time, and go back and hit save as again, whatever format. So that's just the beginning part of this series as to why I like the Floriani Total Control so much. We're going to keep going in different segments. Come back and join us. Let's get back over here. Once again, I'm Chris. With Memories and Stitches, owner of Memories and Stitches. And come back and check us out for more Floriani Total Control. Thank you.